I do think muscles are sexy, and I think being like a bodybuilder is sexy and still feminine. I just think like being a badass bitch is sexy. 4 weeks from now, I'll be competing in the Atlantic States, which takes place in Teaneck, New Jersey. So this is basically crunch time in terms of prep. I compete in the bikini division. It's probably one of the largest groups of competitors that show up. Our division kind of is classified as more of a feminine physique, still muscular and strong, but not as striated, not so many veins, not as large. This will be my 3rd year competing, and this year my plan is to compete in 2 and hopefully get my pro card at my 2nd one. So this is basically what's on the agenda. So we have like our 3 ounces of chicken with some broccoli, asparagus, or green beans, tilapia, then back to chicken. The pre-workout, post-workout meal has some sweet potato, and then my last meal is at night. So we'll just cook in bulk, or as bulked as like a New York City apartment kitchen would allow one to cook, store, and, you know, reheat. Essentially, we just like cook the exact same stuff every week, and it doesn't really vary, and it's pretty plain, but once you kind of like get it going, it's like down to a science. There's a difference between like everyday living that's healthy and what goes into prep. It's very meticulous, it's timed, there are no excuses. You can have your birthday, you can have your wedding, you can have your bachelorette party, your sister's wedding. No one cares. Like, if you're gonna win, it doesn't matter. If you wanna do well, you can't make excuses for yourself. Because I'm only 5 weeks out, I'm trying to just like keep the reps up high. But when I superset it with the deadlifts and squats, that's kind of gonna tie everything together for the show. I've always been really into fitness. I grew up doing gymnastics as a young girl. I played varsity sports in high school. And then it was meeting my husband at the gym that really got me into this form of like physical activity. I always had done like just cardio and like laid on an ab mat, texted and pretended I was working hard, but all of a sudden I started picking up like weight training. So I really like started loving it, and we were doing it just for fun, and then I was like, oh, I kind of want to compete. And then once we actually made the decision that we would do it, we met with his really good friend who's also a prep coach, and then it turned out to be much harder than I could have ever anticipated, but I love every moment of it. On Monday, essentially I'll wake up at like 6 o'clock, make myself a black coffee just for like a little bit of energy, and then I take with me some BCAAs, which is just some aminos, and I go to the gym and I'll do 45 minutes of cardio on an empty stomach, and it's usually on like the stairs, the stepper. I come home, I immediately eat breakfast, which for the past few weeks has been about 7 egg whites and half a cup of oatmeal. 3 hours later, by the time I get to work, I have another meal, and that's right now that's gonna be 3 ounces of tilapia with asparagus, and then 3 hours after that, around 2 o'clock, I have chicken with asparagus, again 3 ounces. It basically tastes like air, and I'm immediately starving afterwards. But you go with the process, and then at 5, which is technically my pre-workout meal, because that's how I kind of schedule it. So if I leave work around 6 and I get to the gym, my workout, and I come home and I have my post-workout meal, which will have carbs. He right now has me doing 5 ounces of sweet potato with 3 ounces of a lean protein. And then right before I go to bed, I get more egg whites with spinach. I'm really bad at posing.
No, don't. It's okay.
Okay, everyone. I wish it was like a get on stage and do push-ups in a bikini, because I would like rock that so hard.
Watch his hand. Yeah, there we go. Relax this.
When I first started, I didn't realize that like the posing was just as important as the diet and making it to the gym and your cardio, but it's incredible. So there's like the actual positioning, and then there's like the fluidity and like presentation that also goes into it, and like looking comfortable, feeling comfortable, not like overthinking it. It needs to be like second nature, give like a little like flirtiness, but not like too much. Be able to like present this like package you've worked so hard on for all these months. Like the whole glam portion of competing was really something like I never could have truly imagined. Even though I've seen pictures, I really had like no idea what went into it. You have to have like a good amount of sparkle. So we thought this would be nice for Universe. And then just to switch it up a little from the blue for my first show, I think we were gonna do this guy. It's all put together stage day, the day of the show. Tan time. So essentially the night before a competition, you're gonna have to get like your first layer of a tan. It's not like the tans that we get like if we wanted to get a spray tan for like a wedding. It's a very dark color. It doesn't dry in the same way that like a spray tan in a salon dries. Your tan is in every place that like I've never even seen. You schedule to have your hair and makeup done. Your makeup is very dramatic. Like I would look crazy if my face was that orange. And there's lots of extensions. You really want to like be like a pageant girl on stage.
All right, ladies, listen up. Bikini Novice C, right here.
Backstage is like total mayhem. There's just so many of you, and everyone's tan, and no one's showered, and you can't use deodorant, so we all smell like kind of funky, and like you just have like no space, and people are pumping up, or people are like laying down trying to be as like calm as possible. You want to like stay off your feet because you don't want your legs to be inflamed, because if they are, then you hold water and then your muscles don't show the way they're supposed to. So backstage is like, I mean, depending on the type of person you are backstage, you're either gonna like be freaking out for 5 hours while you wait to go on, or you just like kind of chill. And I chill. I mean, at that point, there's nothing I can do. Like, all the hard work has been done, and now it's like just about staying calm and like enjoying it. Now I know so many girls like through just like Instagram or through competing, like it's like nice to like catch up with them and like, you know, take pictures and just chill. The day of the show also, like your diet is far different than it is every day before. You get lots of carbs, and sometimes in bikini, like my coach gives you like muffins and stuff because you want to like fill out, because there are things that can be done that last day that you think, oh, like it's over. It's over, and you're so dramatic and you think you can't like fix anything, and he's like, go eat like a muffin. And you're like, muffin? Like not tilapia? He's like, go have a burger or something, like, you know. And then actually after prejudging, I almost always get a burger and fries. And there's still a night show, but like the burger and fries will like fill you out, give you like, you know, all the things you need, and obviously you deserve it a little. And you know, he's not like, and a milkshake. And he's actually like, and no water. So it's like, how do I get this burger and fries down? Like, where there's a will, there's a way. This sport really isn't about even though you obviously are competing, you're competing against yourself. Over the years, I've just been like really blessed to meet like girls who just support each other. It's kind of like remarkable. I do it because it just makes me happy, and it's just like crazy impressive to see like what we're capable of doing when we put our mind like 100% focused to something.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
In court tonight, 153, Kelly Adams. In third, 222, Lorena Pichardo. In second tonight, number 217, Danielle Keller. And your Open E champion, number 221, Ariella Grinberg.
I don't know anything else that I've ever done that's made me wanna, like, just wake up and continue to do it this way. So that's why I do it. I got first place at the NPC Atlantic States here in New Jersey, Teaneck, at the Marriott, and I'm really happy. Something's driving me to do it, and I don't really know what it is, but I'm very happy at the end of it, so why stop now?